there are over 35,000 organisations in this country dealing with mental health and suicide prevention. And one of the great things that can come out of a day like today is bringing some of the organisations that are doing work in parallel together and encouraging collaboration on the project.
We're an organisation that works nationally. We're trialling a lot of new things, and I want to sort of shine the light on a few of those. We've got some good ideas, I think, that we believe in. And I'd be really interested in feedback from the guys here today about whether or not they think that, you know, this kind of stuff can work.
I believe in insights and the power of insights, and these kind of forums provide us with an opportunity to learn from people who are in the space, to build our connections, to better get the message out there. And, you know, there's just so much great work happening, and, you know, try and come up with great ideas and innovations. We need to learn from people who work in the space.
Men actually want to be great fathers, they want to be great people, they want to be great colleagues and husbands, and so they're ready to step up to the plate, and I think the world's a changing place, and I think men are up for
it. We unfortunately are losing 2,000 men a year to suicide, and yet our understanding of why that is happening and how we address the issue is very poor. And my focus is that really the medical model is not the way that we should be looking at it, and how we can try and reduce our awful suicide toll, both male and female, but we know that the majority are male.
I think it's important that we realise that for men, asking for help is really, really difficult and really takes a lot of courage. So if we are aware that other people might be struggling, it's probably a lot more important that we are aware that we need to offer help instead. Because it is so much easier to accept help when it's offered than it is to ask for it.
I think people conflate mental health and mental illness as the same thing, and they're not. Mental health is something we all have, like we all have a level of physical health, we all have a level of mental health, and it's not just good or bad, we can constantly work on it, and there's a lot of grey. Some things we do will promote our mental health and well-being, and other things we do can be a detriment to it.
It's also frustrating. We're fighting for rights on our own country, and for me, I believe our politicians, our big corporate, non-corporate organisations have a moral obligation to work with Aboriginal people. I'm not saying solve all our issues, but I'm saying work with us and listen to us so we can actually work together and solve them together.
Look, when it comes to the idea of risk for LGBTI people and suicide and thoughts of suicide, what gets really tricky is that we know that LGBTI populations are some of the more at-risk populations in Australia as a whole. But what is also true for LGBTI people is that the highest period of risk is at a time when they have self-identified as LGBTI, but no one else knows that about them.
It's been a fantastic conference. What I've loved is that every single person who's come is committed to making a difference. And they've all got great experience. Not just the speakers, who were extraordinary, but each and every delegate brought some experience and knowledge and wisdom that they shared with us. I think every single one of us who's taken part in this conference has been enriched, and we've left feeling that we know more, feeling more confident to make a difference, and feeling that it is actually possible, that we could make a major impact on the number of men who are taking their lives in this country.